Sometimes we ask ourselves, what makes us happy? It could be an enjoyable experience, such as playing with your dog, having fun with friends, or reading your favorite book. The question then becomes, what quality of an activity makes it enjoyable? Sometimes we wonder whether studying for a math or biology test can ever become enjoyable. According to psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi in his best-selling novel Flow, the answer is yes. Mihai was born on September 29, 1934, in Fiume, Italy. During World War II, he was held in an Italian prison camp. While in the camp, Mihai played chess as a way to divert his attention away from the chaos around him. This idea of control and consciousness becomes very important in how to achieve happiness, as described in his book Flow. Shown by the way, Mihai focuses attention to chess rather than to the harsh external environment. At the age of 16, Mihai traveled to Switzerland and listened to the speech of a psychologist named Carl Jung. Jung influenced Mihai's perception about how to organize thought in the most enjoyable way possible. At the age of 22, Mihai immigrated to America, where he attended the University of Chicago and earned his PhD in psychology. In 1969, he returned to the university as a professor. I'm going to read one of these excerpts in which Mihaly uses an example of a factory worker named Rico to describe flow as part of a routine daily work. The opposite state from the condition of psychic entropy is optimal experience. When the information that keeps coming into awareness is congruent with goals, psychic energy flows effortlessly. There is no need to worry, no reason to question one's adequacy, but whenever one does stop to think about oneself, the evidence is encouraging. You are doing all right. The positive feedback strengthens the self, and more attention is free to deal with the outer and the inner environment. Another one of our respondents, a worker named Rico Medlin, gets this feeling quite often on the job. He works in the same factory as Julio, a little further up on the assembly line. The task he has to perform on each unit that passes in front of his station should take 43 seconds to perform, the exact same operation almost 600 times in a working day. Most people would get tired of such work very soon. But Rico has been at this job for over 5 years, and he still enjoys it. The reason is that he approaches his task in the same way an Olympic athlete approaches his event. How can I beat my record? Like the runner who trains for years to shave a few seconds off his best performance on the track, Rico has trained himself to better his time on the assembly line. With the painstaking care of a surgeon, he has worked out a private routine for how to use his tools, how to do his moves. After 5 years, his best average for a day has been 28 seconds per unit. I thought overall Flow was a very good book, and I would recommend it to anyone who really wants to explore how to achieve optimal experience. Not just for people who are interested in psychology, but really for anybody who just wants to find a way to make boring routines of everyday life more enjoyable. I thought that Mihaly did a good job in kind of using examples and explaining flow, because a lot of these concepts are kind of hard to grasp. I think cons, one of the things that kind of kept showing up was just repeatedness. I kind of felt that Mihai overused some of the words sometimes. Oftentimes he would just refer to the same things over and over. For example, he would refer to chess and to dancing and to swimming, and those were his three go-to kind of examples of when flow is used. I've learned a lot from this book, and it's actually helped me in my everyday life in a very interesting way. Actually, for me, doing homework every night was something that kind of became a chore, and I think Mihai's book for me kind of made that more of an enjoyable experience.